Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of St. John Vianney is being brought to you by BCB Bayshore, your community bank. Jersey Sports Zone's coverage of St. John Vianney is brought to you by Paver Restoration. What a way to start our playoff coverage. Non-public Group 3 in Homedale, a rematch from last year's quarters, undefeated St. John Vianney hosting Camden Catholic. The winner gets the top seed DePaul, who had a bye in the opening round of the postseason. And on SJV's opening drive of the game, the Lancers chew up over 6 minutes of clock. Zaire Sterling caps it off with a 5-yard touchdown. 7-0 Lancers in the first. And then it's the Lancers defense stepping up. Dominic Spano brings down Rob McCoy for the quarterback sack. And Zaire Sterling, who had a monster game, would get to the edge once again. Sterling in the zone, his second touchdown of the first half. This one from 15 yards out. 14-0 St. John Vianney. And it was all Lancers early on. SJV gets the ball back. The give is to Josiah Walker. He breaks off a big gain. And this St. John Vianney offensive line in cold conditions was able to really open up holes. They gave it right back to Walker. Josiah Walker from 20 yards makes it 21-0 St. John Vianney. Looks like a route is on, but hang on. Huge play for Camden Catholic before the half. Rob McCoy to Dante Kiet down the sideline for a 38-yard TD. At the half, Camden Catholic down 14. We got a 21-7 ball game. And in the second half, this Camden Catholic team came out of the locker room with a different attitude. This is Hakeem Melvin on the opening kickoff. He finds a hole. See you later. 95 yards for Hakeem Melvin. We got a 21-14 ball game. And the pendulum swings towards Camden Catholic when it comes to momentum, because they would get the ball back, and now Marcus Hillman makes a big play. Look at Hillman go. 56 yards for Marcus Hillman. We are tied up at 21 apiece. But SJV would have some explosive offensive play of their own in the form of Delaware commit Johnny Buchanan. This is a 41-yard run for Johnny Buchanan. He nearly gets in the zone. He's dragged down at the 2-yard line. No worries, because Buchanan gets it back. He takes the plunge from 2 yards out. 28-21, St. John Vianney, 5:04 to go in the third. This Camden Catholic offense was really rolling in the second half. They go back to Marcus Hillman. Hillman's just a great two-way player. He swerves his way for a 17-yard gain. And it would lead to this. McCoy to the corner of the end zone. Mike Suarez with a great grab. That's a big-time catch right there. We're tied up 28-28. They're throwing haymakers in Homedale. How about this Johnny Buchanan? Such a good linebacker. That hole was the size of a bread truck right there. This is a 52-yard gain for Johnny Buchanan. And so many weapons on this St. John Vianney offense. They all take turns. Zaire Sterling with his third TD run of the night from 15 yards out. St. John Vianney takes a 35-28 lead early in the fourth quarter. Now, Camden Catholic, 4th and 6 from the SJV 20. McCoy rolls right. Hakeem Melvin, big first down conversion. And then it's Hillman finding the zone again. An 11-yard touchdown for Marcus Hillman. It's 35-34. Camden Catholic could tie it with an extra point. They decide to go for 2. It's no good, so St. John Vianney still has the lead, 35-34. The Irish get the ball back down by 1 under 6 minutes to go. 4th and 6. McCoy's pass is incomplete. 2 crucial fourth quarter decisions. Camden Catholic comes up empty on both of them. And on the very next play, Johnny Buchanan would make them pay for that decision. Look at Buchanan, 40 yards for the touchdown. Johnny Buchanan had a monster game, 294 yards and 2 touchdowns. St. John Vianney goes up 8, 42-34. And then Will Foreman, late in the game with a key field goal from 19 yards out, makes it 45-34. Camden Catholic would score a late touchdown, but it's St. John Vianney advancing on Friday night. Give a lot of credit to Camden Catholic. That was a furious comeback, but they fall short just in the end as St. John Vianney is through to the non-public Group 3 semifinals. What a football game in Homedale. 45-40 is your final. We talked about it in the highlights. Johnny Buchanan was tremendous. 29 carries, 294 yards, and 2 touchdowns. My, oh my. Remember, he is also a stellar linebacker, and that's what we saw here. We saw 2 outstanding two-way players. Marcus Hillman for Camden Catholic is the same player, the ringleader on the defense at middle linebacker, and he's also a tremendous running back. Buchanan does the same thing. That offensive line by St. John Vianney, led by C.J. Hansen, who's going to be a major D1 recruit. You saw some of those holes in those highlights. Wow. Great job by that O-line at St. John Vianney. And now the stage is set for next week, where St. John Vianney will get a chance to test their mettle against a superpower from the north. Top seed DePaul Catholic has 2 full weeks of preparation. St. John Vianney ready for the challenge. After the game, our Alex Lorenzo with post-game reaction as St. John Vianney holds off Camden Catholic by 5.
Thanks a lot, Rich. Truly a tale of 2 halves in this one, as Camden Catholic came out of the break and scored 33 points in the final 24 minutes of play, but St. John Vianney, behind Delaware commit Johnny Buchanan, was able to withstand that comeback for a 45-40 win at home. The Lancers advanced to the non-public Group 3 semifinals versus DePaul, and after the game, I caught up with Buchanan talking about the big first-round win for St. John Vianney.
First off, hats off to Camden Catholic. They came out really strong in the second half, and they put up 2 scores real quick. So, we faced some adversity, so we really had to come back and start swinging ourselves, and it was a dogfight, but we were able to come out on top. For once, we're actually the underdog going into the game, so that's a role that we're going to try to embrace, and we just want to go in with everything we have and try to pull out a win. That'd be huge, and we just have to play our game. Defense has to step up a lot better than we did tonight, and a lot of that falls on myself being the leader of the defense, and we have to adjust a few things, and we'll be able to compete.
Reporting for Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Alex Lorenzo.